Magnolia High School is more than just football and cheerleading. We have an award-winning debate team, and I wanted to take a closer look at what they do day in and day out.
So since I've been in debate for 4 years, I've kind of learned to see every side of the issue, and it's kind of nice because in debate we get to talk about issues that you don't get to talk about in every class, and you get to see like real world things that are happening in the society today and kind of implement them into what's going on here. And you have to be able to take the opposite point of view that you don't necessarily have, but you have to see those sides of the issue.
It's amazing, like always. We have a great team this year. About 8 new novices, and the year's going pretty great so far. We've had a lot of people place in finals, and it's only been through one tournament, so that's good to see that the team's getting better.
Yeah, it's the same. We've got a big team. We're all friends. I got a lot of points last tournament, so that was good. We do a lot of stuff, and it's really fun.
Miss Havron, everyone thinks she's so mean, but once you get to know her, she's like she's my favorite teacher in this school because she's just so nice and personable. But everyone knows her for being the dress code Nazi. But in class, she's just really awesome.
Miss Havron is awesome. Everyone kind of thinks she's horrible, but she's really amazing and a great teacher, and she's taught me a lot throughout these past 4 years.
Miss Havron's amazing. If you ever need anything, she's always there for you, and she helps us a lot. She gives great advice, and she's just a fun person to be around, and we all love her. So we love you, Miss Havron.
And Mrs. Havron is pretty great.
There's a challenge in teaching debate in that the kids you work with are smart kids, and you can't fool them. And so you have to stay on your toes, and you learn a lot from the kids that you've got. All right, going to tournaments is really an endurance event. We leave school or sometime between noon and 2 o'clock and go to the school where the competition is being held. And we go Saturday as long as we still have kids competing. And we're fortunate, I guess, in a way, to have kids with lots of talent because we're usually there through the finals rounds of individual events with kids competing. I see kids from the time they're the little bitty freshmen that walk in the door and they're scared to death to the point where they're walking across the stage receiving their diploma. And this is probably the 4 greatest years of growth that kids have. And it's nice to watch them grow into that and be a part of that.
Reporting for Watchdog News.
You'll never amount to anything! Waddy, waddy, waddy. Is only about 15 minutes away from Johnston and was built about 5 years ago without controversy. Today, 1,500 miles away in New York City, a plan to build an Islamic community center has set off a national controversy with anger, passion, and more than a little misinformation. Our Greyhound community has various thoughts on this project.
I think this whole debate on the mosque being close to ground zero, I think it's just really retarded. I mean, you're making a big deal out of nothing. I mean, It's not even on the site of. It's not even on the site of 9/11.
I feel that it's the wrong place and it's the wrong time.
This would be a great opportunity for the people in that area to get to know more about Islam, you see, especially those who were affected directly by Ground Zero.
I think that they should be able to build the mosque because just as Christians have a place of worship, such as their church, and Jews have their place of worship, their synagogue, I think that the Muslims should have a place of worship, so they should be able to build the mosque.
I would say that it's the right of any religious group to build a religious institution.
If we are banning this community center from the area because they're Muslim, then I think that is completely wrong.
The purpose of the mosque has changed over time. First, it was a mosque like this one in Southwest Houston, which would only serve as a religious institution. Later, it was described as a cultural center with a basketball court and a swimming pool open to all. Basically, a place of healing. With this new definition, are Americans open to the new idea?
As a cultural center and a place of healing, we believe that it was important to reach out to the survivors and to have them involved in the planning of a facility that would bring about such healing.
This cultural center would be a great opportunity for the Muslim, the Christian, the Jew to come together and to share their experiences, to share their religious beliefs, you see, to be able to interfaith, you see, and that way helping to bring about a change that's greatly needed in America, you see.
We are called the United States of America. Are we really united? Can Americans see past our stereotypical issues and past our prejudice?
I don't think we should chastise the entire Muslim culture because of the acts of a few people. I think in this country we have a wonderful Muslim population, and most of them want to live in peace, want to live by American ideals.
All people of Islam are not the same. They have radical Muslims and they have peace-loving Muslims. I understand that. But I just feel like in order for me to exhibit love, in order for us to exhibit love one toward the other, we have to be sensitive to other people. So, do they have a right to build it? Yes. Should they build it there? No, I don't think they should build it there.
There's many other ways that people can show that they are truly different than what they're perceived to be. Building a mosque in the area where people's ashes are still floating around is not one of them. It just furthers the prejudices.
I love the fact that we're all discussing it as Americans. We all believe in America, and it's a country where we can discuss our religion openly. We can discuss our country openly and ask questions about other religions. That is the beauty of this country.
As we Americans are busy debating on this controversial issue, we will have to wait to see if a new state-of-the-art Islamic center will be springing up close to Ground Zero.
He loved his guitar, he loved music.
All the times we spend talking about music, we'd always have songs we'd sing together.
Sometimes we would also text each other like at random times, lyrics to songs and stuff, and he would just complete them, and I would too. And I would just think for that song for the rest of the day.
Drill team practice was amazing. Yeah. It was so hard to say like keep your bearings and
every time I would go inspect y'all. Every time I go to pre-drill, it's like, hey,
everyone's
Sergio,
like
guess what? I got scoliosis.
Everyone's standing upright, and you look down the line to see who's like not standing straight, and Pedro's like slowly falling forward, hunting forward. And Mitchell will yell, I'm like, Pedro, straighten up. He's like, I can't, man, my scoliosis. And every day, that was like the only thing that would make me want to go to drill team practice was to laugh, was to hear Pedro say jokes about his back.
When I heard that Pedro died, I was shocked. I never thought that this would happen to someone so close to us. This was the first time where it hit home, and it hurt everyone very deeply. It's very sad to die at 20 years old. but he did die a hero.
I got a text message from a friend of mine, Lizette, saying that Pedro Maldonado has died and he was killed in an accident. And at first it hit me. I didn't really believe it. I still didn't believe it. I still can't believe it.
I heard the news Saturday night because I had to go to church. And I remember, for some strange reason, I just started praying for him. And I didn't know why, because normally I wouldn't pray at church. And not even a few hours later, or my friend tells me that he has passed away. And secretly I kind of felt that maybe he was trying to tell me that he has gone and wanted me to help him get back to the other side. And now every time I close my eyes before I sleep, I still hear those words. And it hurts me so much because I just wished I just wanted him to come home.
Like my father's come to pass, 20 years has gone so fast. Wake me up when September ends. Wake me up when September ends. Wake me up when September ends.
He was a great guy. He will never be forgotten. He gave the ultimate sacrifice for his country. He'll always be remembered here at Fur High School.